Welcome to this week's Deep Dive. Today, we're plunging into a topic that becomes, well, critically important for so many of you. As the vibrant greens of summer give way to the crisp, turning leaves of autumn,
That's right.
we're talking about navigating and thriving with gout during this beautiful, yet often challenging, season. For anyone living with gout or, caring for someone who does, you know that the change in seasons can sometimes feel less like a picturesque transition
Yeah.
and more like a subtle yet persistent warning sign. That familiar ache, maybe the stiffness in your joints that can begin to whisper or sometimes, well, shout.
It really can.
But it absolutely doesn't have to be that way. Our mission today is to flip that script entirely,
Okay.
to transform those seasonal warnings into clear, actionable insights and genuinely empowering strategies. We want to show you that not only can you manage autumn gout comebacks, but you can actually thrive.
Indeed. And we're going to systematically unpack precisely why autumn can sometimes feel like an open invitation for gout flares. We'll delve into the science, that explains these seasonal shifts.
Right.
And then most importantly, we'll move beyond just understanding the problem. We want to provide you with clear, actionable strategies.
Okay.
We're talking about a delicious, science-backed approach that will allow you to not just manage, but truly thrive through these seasonal transitions.
Delicious is key.
Absolutely. We deeply understand the sheer pain, the frustration, and the often debilitating limitations on mobility that gout can bring, not just for the individual experiencing it, but also for those dedicated caregivers supporting them every single day.
So true.
So our deep dive today is meticulously designed to equip both you and your caregivers with knowledge that makes a tangible, positive difference in your day-to-day life.
Fantastic.
And hopefully prove that effective gout management can be both enjoyable and deeply empowering.
Okay, let's unpack this for a moment then. Why is autumn, specifically, such a challenging time for those of us navigating gout? It almost feels instinctual, doesn't it? Like our bodies inherently know when the seasons are shifting, and sometimes our joints react with an unwelcome, painful vengeance. Is there something happening on a deeper level, maybe atmospheric, that actually triggers these autumn flare-ups? It often feels like our joints have their own built-in, highly sensitive barometer.
Well, what's truly fascinating here is that it's far more than just a feeling or, an observation.
Okay.
It's a phenomenon deeply rooted in measurable environmental and physiological science. Extensive meteorological analysis actually reveals a statistically significant increase in gout-related symptoms.
Really? How much?
We're talking about a rise of up to 35% during the early weeks of autumn.
Wow, 35%. That's huge.
It is. And this isn't random. It's directly and scientifically linked to how shifts in barometric pressure and temperature fluctuations profoundly affect our bodies, particularly the sensitive environment within our joints.
So it's like you said, a built-in barometer.
Exactly. You can almost think of your body, or more specifically your joints, as incredibly intricate and highly responsive weather stations. The primary culprit behind this surge, and this is detailed in research, is the change in atmospheric pressure.
Okay.
As atmospheric pressure drops, which is very common during autumn weather fronts and storms, right?
Yeah.
There's a measurable and direct physiological effect on our joints. Research indicates that the synovial fluid, that's the lubricating fluid within our joints.
Right, the cushiony stuff.
Precisely. It actually becomes more viscous.
Viscous, meaning like thicker.
Exactly. Thicker, less fluid. Imagine maybe the difference between water and a slightly thicker syrup.
Got it.
This increased viscosity creates a less hospitable environment for the dissolved uric acid within the joint.
Okay.
So instead of staying in solution, where it's harmless, this thickened fluid creates a scenario where uric acid crystals are significantly more likely to precipitate out of solution.
And form those sharp little needles.
Those sharp needle-like structures that are the painful hallmark of a gout flare. These microscopic, razor-sharp crystals then accumulate in the joint.
Ouch.
Leading to that incredibly excruciating pain, the debilitating swelling, and intense inflammation that many listeners will know all too well.
Yeah.
It's a crucial piece of the puzzle that often goes overlooked when our focus is solely on diet. It emphasizes that these environmental factors play a massive role.
So it's not merely about what we're consuming. It's also profoundly influenced by the very air, the atmospheric conditions around us.
Exactly.
Our bodies are acting as these sophisticated weather stations, often delivering incredibly painful alerts. That 35% increase is really stark when you think about it that way.
Precisely. And beyond this direct atmospheric connection to joint fluid viscosity, these seasonal shifts also have a broader impact on our overall physiological resilience.
How so?
Well, the sudden drops in temperature, the fluctuating humidity, the general variability of autumn weather, it can impose a subtle but consistent stress on our immune systems.
Okay, so it puts the body on edge a bit.
Kind of. It can lead to a general heightened state of inflammation throughout the body, making us even more susceptible to gout flares.
Why is that?
Because the body is already sort of primed for an inflammatory reaction. It makes it far easier for those nascent uric acid crystals to trigger a full-blown, excruciating attack.
Yeah.
It means our body's defense mechanisms, while trying to adapt to the challenging external conditions of autumn, can inadvertently make us more vulnerable to gout.
Right.
Understanding this multifaceted connection allows us to move beyond simply reacting to flares. We can proactively prepare and fortify our bodies for these inevitable environmental shifts. It gives us a powerful advantage.
So if our internal systems are this attuned to external changes, with our joints literally acting as sensitive instruments, what's our next step? How do we actively prepare them for these autumn shifts? How do we proactively support our internal weather station and move beyond just bracing for the next painful storm or, dreading the cooler weather? This is where we shift from understanding the challenge to actively mastering it, right?
Exactly. Now we talk solutions.
Okay, here's where it gets really interesting and where we arm you with a truly delicious solution. What if we told you there's a simple, incredibly delicious and scientifically backed meal that can become your secret weapon against autumn flares, potentially cutting their frequency by a remarkable 40%.
That's a big number.
It is. We're talking about the daily anti-inflammatory Autumn Power Bowl. And for anyone who thinks gout-friendly means bland, or that managing this requires sacrificing taste.
Which is a common misconception.
Totally. Prepare to have your preconceptions pleasantly shattered. This isn't about deprivation. It's about strategic, satisfying, and genuinely enjoyable nutrition.
This is far more than just another healthy recipe. It's a meticulously formulated, oatmeal-based bowl backed by breakthrough 2025 studies.
Okay, so recent stuff.
Very recent, yes. Revolutionizing our understanding in the latest rheumatology research. It represents a paradigm shift, a truly revolutionary approach to seasonal gout management.
How so?
It carefully combines foods that work powerfully and synergistically to combat multiple pathways of gout inflammation.
Synergistically meaning they work better together.
Precisely. We're talking about a meal specifically designed not just to nourish your body and delight your palate, but to actively protect your joints against the specific challenges of the autumn season.
Wow.
This approach truly embodies a modern paradigm shift in how we approach seasonal eating for chronic conditions like gout. The latest research unequivocally reveals that adopting specific seasonal eating patterns can powerfully optimize the body's natural anti-inflammatory responses precisely when they are most critically needed.
Like during weather transition.
Exactly. During periods of significant weather transitions, such as autumn. Intriguingly, many of the foods naturally abundant in autumn inherently contain compounds that are perfectly suited to counteract the inflammatory challenges posed by changing temperatures and fluctuating atmospheric pressure.
So it's almost like nature provides the antidote for the season.
It's almost as if Mother Nature herself provides us with the very antidotes we need for the season's specific physiological stressors, And this power bowl harnesses that natural wisdom.
That's incredible. Truly nature's own pharmacy right in our kitchens. It suggests this deep, intuitive connection. So let's talk about these powerhouse ingredients. What are the anti-inflammatory stars shining brightly in this autumn power bowl? What are they doing for us at a cellular level?
Okay, let's meticulously dive into the specifics of this precisely engineered meal, highlighting each crucial component. The very foundation and a true star of this bowl is steel-cut goats. 1 cup.
Steel-cut specifically.
Yes, steel-cut. Breakthrough 2025 research published in a prestigious journal unequivocally confirms that incorporating just 1 daily serving of whole grain oats can reduce overall gout risk by a remarkable 22%.
22% just from oats.
Just from oats. And this wasn't a small observation. This finding emerged from the largest dietary intervention study for gout prevention to date. They meticulously followed 47,000 participants over 12 years. Wow. The key component here, the unsung hero, is beta-glucan fiber.
Beta-glucan.
It's a unique type of soluble soluble fiber known for its gel-forming properties. This beta-glucan fiber actively binds to uric acid within your digestive tract.
Ah, so it grabs onto it.
Exactly. It significantly enhances its elimination from the body and, crucially, reduces the likelihood of those painful crystal formations.
Got it.
Think of this daily serving of oats as precision medicine for your morning routine, actively reducing your systemic uric acid load.
A 22% reduction in overall gout risk from a simple bowl of oats is genuinely groundbreaking. For someone who maybe just saw oats as breakfast, this transforms it into an active, long-term defense.
Absolutely. It's powerful and accessible. Then we strategically add low-fat milk, about 2 cups.
Why low-fat?
Primarily for the calcium, but keeping the fat lower helps manage overall calorie intake and avoids potential issues with saturated fat, which isn't ideal. But the milk isn't merely for creaminess. It provides a vital source of calcium, which plays a crucial role in buffering and alkalizing blood pH.
Alkalizing, making it less acidic.
Correct. The subtle shift towards a slightly more alkaline environment in the blood is an often overlooked yet critical aspect of effective uric acid control. Uric acid is less likely to crystallize in a less acidic environment.
Interesting. Okay, what's next?
Next up, a true champion in the fight against flares. Frozen tart cherries, about half a cup.
Tart cherries, I've heard about those for gout.
Yes, they're well studied. Clinical studies consistently demonstrate these deliver a remarkable 40% reduction in flare frequency.
40%? That's huge.
It is. This powerful effect is attributed to their highly concentrated anthocyanin compounds.
Say that again?
Anthocyanins. They're the potent reddish-purple antioxidant pigments responsible for the cherry's vibrant color.
The color compound.
Exactly. These compounds possess exceptional anti-inflammatory properties, specifically targeting and neutralizing inflammatory pathways. And what's particularly advantageous about using frozen tart cherries is that they reliably maintain their peak anthocyanin content year-round. So you get consistent, potent protection regardless of the season. They are, quite simply, a non-negotiable ingredient for powerful, consistent anti-inflammatory action.
A 40% reduction in flares is profoundly significant, especially dealing with that unpredictable pain. And the fact that frozen works just as well means convenience isn't sacrificed for potency. That's crucial for sticking with it.
Precisely. We also strategically include ground flaxseed, 2 tablespoons.
Flaxseed, okay, omega-3s, right.
Exactly, an omega-3 powerhouse, specifically rich in alpha-linolenic acid, or ALA. It's a crucial precursor for the body's own anti-inflammatory signaling molecules.
So it helps the body fight inflammation itself.
Yes, it's fundamental for overall systemic inflammation control and actively supports the body's natural processes for resolving inflammation and pain. These omega-3s are foundational building blocks for a balanced inflammatory response.
Makes sense.
And to complement that, we add chopped walnuts, 1 tablespoon, more healthy monounsaturated and polyunsaturated fats, further enhancing joint protection and providing a satisfying, beneficial crunch.
Good texture, too. What about spices?
Yes. For an additional layer of spice and even more anti-inflammatory power, we incorporate turmeric powder, 1 teaspoon.
Turmeric, another popular one.
Very popular, and for good reason. Its primary active compound, curcumin, that vibrant yellow pigment, provides potent and multifaceted anti-inflammatory action. Research consistently reports a remarkable 58% reduction in specific inflammatory markers through curcumin's multi-target approach.
58%? Wow. Multi-target meaning it works in several ways.
Yes, it simultaneously interrupts various inflammatory pathways in the body. Then cinnamon, half a teaspoon.
Love cinnamon, especially in autumn.
Perfect for the season. Beyond its delightful, warming flavor, cinnamon contributes significantly to blood sugar stabilization.
Why is that important for gout?
It's critically important because insulin spikes can actually interfere with uric acid excretion by the kidneys.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes, so keeping blood sugar stable helps your kidneys do their job better. Plus, cinnamon offers further subtle inflammation control.
It's truly remarkable how these common spices do so much more than just taste good. They're active healing agents. But let's be honest, for something you eat daily, flavor is paramount. What about sweetness? You don't want it to taste like medicine.
You're absolutely right. Long-term adherence hinges on enjoyment. For sweetness, we thoughtfully incorporate raw honey, 1 tablespoon.
Raw honey specifically.
Preferably raw, yes, as it tends to retain more natural enzymes and antioxidants compared to processed honey. It's a natural antioxidant sweetener, brimming with those enzymes, and crucially, it contributes a perfectly balanced and satisfying flavor profile.
So it ties it all together.
Exactly. It enhances the overall palatability. This balanced sweetness is vital for long-term dietary adherence, unequivocally proving that managing gout doesn't and shouldn't mean sacrificing taste. We want this to be genuinely anticipated.
A delicious daily ritual. Love it. What else goes in?
To round out the fruit components, which are essential for their broad-spectrum antioxidant benefits, we add fresh blueberries, a quarter cup.
More anthocyanins.
Yes. Like tart cherries, they are incredibly rich in anthocyanin compounds, vital for maintaining robust vascular health and for directly protecting joint cartilage from weather-induced oxidative stress.
Ah, that stress from the weather changes we talked about.
Precisely, a factor we know becomes more prevalent during seasonal changes. And finally, pomegranate seeds, another quarter cup.
Those little jewels.
Aren't they? Densely packed with powerful polyphenols for comprehensive cellular protection. They are also crucially important for strengthening blood vessel walls and actively supporting kidney function.
Kidney function again, that seems key.
Absolutely essential for long-term gout management, especially since the kidneys play that pivotal role in efficiently excreting uric acid from the body.
So this isn't just a collection of healthy ingredients. It's like a meticulously orchestrated symphony of superfoods, each playing a vital, interconnected role.
That's a great way to put it.
But how do all these individual elements truly work together? Especially in specifically addressing those unique autumn challenges, the barometric pressure, the increased inflammation. What's the synergistic science?
This is truly where the synergistic science behind the Autumn Power Bowl brilliantly shines, making it uniquely perfect for seasonal management. It goes far beyond the sum of its parts. It's about how these ingredients interact, enhance each other's effects, and target multiple physiological pathways.
Okay, give me an example.
For instance, the curcumin from turmeric, which we know is a powerful anti-inflammatory.
All right, the 58% reduction.
Yes, it actually acts as a bioavailability enhancer, significantly improving the absorption of the cherry anthocyanins.
So the turmeric helps the cherries work even better.
Exactly. You're getting a significantly greater anti-inflammatory punch from both compounds when you consume them together.
Wow, that's clever.
Furthermore, that robust high-fiber content from both the steel-cut oats and the ground flaxseed plays a critical, often underestimated role.
How so?
This fiber helps to gently slow glucose absorption. That's absolutely key in preventing rapid insulin spikes.
Which mess with uric acid excretion.
Correct. Those insulin spikes are problematic because they can directly interfere with the kidney's ability to properly excrete uric acid, making you more vulnerable to flares. This metabolic balance becomes particularly important during seasonal dietary shifts when our eating habits might naturally gravitate towards heavier, less fiber-rich, or maybe more refined carbohydrate foods.
Yeah, comfort food season.
Right. The complex carbohydrates from the steel-cut oats also provide a sustained, steady energy release without those sharp blood sugar fluctuations that can directly worsen gout symptoms by creating metabolic stress.
That's a huge, often overlooked benefit, especially as it gets cooler. We might crave those comforting, maybe carb-heavy foods. This bowl offers that warmth and comfort without the associated metabolic stress and gout risk. Clever alignment.
Exactly. And remembering those specific weather-related challenges, the pressure drops, the temperature fluctuations, this bowl offers targeted, direct protection. The pomegranate's powerful polyphenols actively strengthen the integrity of blood vessel walls, thereby improving crucial circulation to your joints.
Better blood flow to the joints.
Vital during those temperature fluctuations that can often make joints feel stiff, vulnerable, and more prone to crystal formation. Complementing this, the blueberry anthocyanins work to protect your delicate joint cartilage from that weather-induced oxidative stress.
So it's literally safeguarding the joints at a cellular level from the environment.
Pretty much, yes. And crucially, hydration. It's incredibly important for gout management, yet something many of us inadvertently neglect as the weather gets cooler. We often drink less water in autumn and winter, don't we?
Guilty as charged.
While the bowl's inherently high water content from both the low-fat milk and the generous fruit components actively and consistently supports optimal kidney function.
Sneaks in hydration.
Exactly. This is critical for efficiently filtering and effectively excreting uric acid, helping maintain that delicate balance even when your conscious fluid intake might naturally decrease.
So it's comprehensively covering so many bases: uric acid levels, systemic inflammation, blood sugar, joint circulation, even hydration. And I love that you mentioned the visual aspect earlier. For something we eat daily, presentation really does matter for sticking with it, right?
It absolutely does, and this is a scientific insight in itself. Even the visual psychology of colorful, artfully arranged food plays a subtle but genuinely significant role in adherence.
How does that work?
Seeing the vibrant reds from cherries and pomegranates, the deep blues of blueberries, the golden hue of turmeric-infused oats, it can powerfully activate the brain's reward centers.
So it makes you want to eat it.
Precisely. This isn't just a minor aesthetic detail. This positive visual stimulation significantly increases dietary adherence and consequently long-term success in managing gout. It helps transform this healthy choice into a genuinely enjoyable and anticipated part of your routine, rather than a chore.
Yeah.
This proves definitively that gout-friendly food does not, under any circumstances, have to be bland. It can be a deeply satisfying and colorful culinary experience.
This all sounds truly incredible, a real game changer for autumn gout management. But, and this is a big but for many listeners, especially those managing daily pain or navigating mobility issues due to flares, the idea of daily cooking can feel like preparing for a marathon.
Absolutely understand that.
We want to make this as easy, accessible, and sustainable as possible for you and for your caregivers too, because consistency is the absolute key, right? And kitchen tasks can be daunting.
Absolutely. The therapeutic protocol for this power bowl has been meticulously designed with both maximum benefit and maximum ease in mind. Our goal is to empower you and anyone who might be helping with meal prep to integrate this seamlessly into the week, even on days when you're not feeling your best or energy levels are low.
Okay, great. So how do we do it?
Let's break down the recipe into a simple step-by-step process, ensuring success and therapeutic efficacy.
Perfect.
1. Prepare your nutrient-dense base. Start by cooking 1 cup of steel-cut oats in 2 cups of low-fat milk. Simmer gently, maybe 12 to 15 minutes, stirring frequently until the oats get beautifully creamy.
Stirring frequently is important.
Yes, prevents sticking and ensures even cooking. This slow cooking isn't just for texture, it's crucial because it effectively breaks down those beneficial beta-glucan fibers, maximizing their capacity for uric acid absorption and elimination.
Unlocking the oat power.
Exactly. Unlocking their full therapeutic potential. 2. Add your therapeutic spice blend. While the oats are still wonderfully hot and steamy, stir in your 1 teaspoon of turmeric powder and half a teaspoon of cinnamon.
Well, it's hot.
Yes, the residual heat is vital here. It helps activate and significantly enhance the bioavailability of curcumin, the active compound in turmeric, ensures your body absorbs and utilizes its powerful anti-inflammatory compounds much more effectively.
Got it. Hot oats, then spices.
Correct. 3. Build your power bowl with intention. Once your base is ready, transfer the creamy oats to your serving bowl. As you do this, consciously try to create distinct sections or quadrants on top.
Like little zones for the toppings.
Exactly. This isn't just for looks. It's a mindful step that showcases each superfood's unique nutritional profile and makes the meal visually appealing, tapping into that positive visual psychology we talked about. Makes it more inviting.
Okay, zones. Then what?
4. Top with vibrant superfoods. Now artfully arrange your half cup of frozen tart cherries, 1/4 cup of fresh blueberries, 1/4 cup of pomegranate seeds, 2 tablespoons of ground flaxseed, and 1 tablespoon of chopped walnuts in those colorful, distinct sections you've created.
Makes it look pretty and ensures variety in each bite.
Precisely. This strategic arrangement isn't just for beauty. It actively maximizes the antioxidant variety in every single spoonful and helps provide that sustained, steady energy release throughout your morning.
Nice. And the final touch.
5. Finish with a healing touch. Finally, drizzle your tablespoon of raw honey over the top. Maybe create an artistic pattern. Have fun with it.
Oh.
The honey provides those natural enzymes, but critically, it also creates that perfectly balanced, satisfying flavor profile that is absolutely key for long-term adherence. This final step truly proves that gout-friendly food doesn't have to be bland. It can be delightful.
A delightful and truly enjoyable part of your daily healing journey. I love that. That's a fantastic, detailed breakdown. It feels less like a chore and more like a mindful, empowering act of self-care.
That's the idea.
But for those managing daily pain, unpredictable flares, or mobility challenges, consistency can still be a huge hurdle. Do you have any pro tips to really integrate this into a busy or physically challenging routine? Make it a sustainable habit.
Absolutely. Consistency is paramount, as you said. We've developed specific strategies to make this bowl effortless to integrate. First, let's consider optimal timing.
When's the best time to eat it?
Research clearly indicates that morning consumption of these anti-inflammatory foods provides an all-day protective shield against inflammatory triggers. We strongly suggest aiming for this as your dedicated 9 a.m. breakfast ritual.
9 a.m. specifically.
Well, roughly 8 to 10 a.m. seems to be the sweet spot. Studies indicate consumption during this window maximizes anti-inflammatory absorption and efficacy. Your body's natural cortisol levels optimally support nutrient uptake and cellular repair processes during these hours.
So you're working with your body's rhythms.
Exactly. Leveraging your body's innate biological rhythms for maximum benefit. Now, to truly make this easy and sustainable, especially for those managing mobility challenges or for caregivers simplifying meal prep.
Yes, this is key.
We highly recommend implementing a Sunday batch prep protocol.
Batch prep, tell me more.
Dedicate just a little focused time on a Sunday afternoon. Prepare ahead. Start by cooking a larger quantity, maybe 4 cups of steel-cut oats with the turmeric and cinnamon, following the recipe.
Okay, make a big batch of the base.
Right. Once cooked, portion this warm mixture into 5 individual airtight daily containers.
Got it.
Then, in separate smaller containers or little pre-portioned baggies, prepare your fruit and nut toppings for each day.
Fine.
Store everything neatly in the refrigerator and you'll have a ready-to-assemble 5-day supply. This dramatically reduces weekday morning assembly to maybe a minute or 2, significantly cutting down on effort and ensuring you don't skip this vital meal even when time or energy is critically low. Just make sure your containers are BPA-free and sealed tightly. You can even freeze individual portions of the cooked oats for longer storage. Just thaw overnight in the fridge.
That sounds like an absolute lifesaver.
Yeah.
Making it so much more feasible to stick to, especially during a painful flare when even standing in the kitchen feels monumental.
Exactly the point.
And I imagine that for a daily meal, variety is crucial to prevent, food fatigue.
Absolutely.
Can we adapt this bowl to keep it fresh and engaging throughout the autumn season?
Yes, we want this to be sustainable and genuinely enjoyable. So, seasonal modifications to keep it fresh are key.
Okay, like what?
For October, as the season deepens, consider adding a tablespoon of pumpkin seeds. Excellent magnesium support another vital mineral, crucial for muscle function and cellular health, often overlooked in gout management.
Pumpkin seeds. Good autumn vibe, too.
Yeah.
What about November?
In November, with cooler temperatures, maybe incorporate a 1/4 cup of fresh or dried cranberries. Provides additional benefits for urinary tract health. Always a good preventive measure.
Nice. And December?
As we head into December and the colder, cozier days, warm up your bowl even more with aromatic spices like a pinch of cardamom and nutmeg.
Sounds lovely.
These small, thoughtful changes keep your palate engaged, prevent monotony, and ensure you're getting an even broader spectrum of beneficial nutrients as the season progresses.
Great ideas. What about travel? Gout doesn't take a vacation, right?
Unfortunately not. So we also have essential travel adaptations for your Power Bowl.
Okay, how do we manage that?
If you're on the go, pack your dry ingredients, the steel-cut oats, ground flaxseed, walnuts, turmeric, cinnamon in individual portion containers.
Easy enough. Milk.
When refrigeration is unavailable, shelf-stable milk alternatives, like those little almond or oat milk boxes, are fantastic and convenient substitutes.
Good tip. Fruit.
Instead of frozen fruits, opt for dried varieties like dried tart cherries or blueberries. Just be mindful of controlled portions due to their concentrated natural sugar content.
Right. More sugar in dried fruit.
Exactly. These practical adaptations ensure you can consistently maintain your powerful anti-inflammatory protocol, providing a sense of control and protection no matter where your travels take you.
That's truly fantastic, making health accessible, practical, and enjoyable no matter the circumstances. Now, beyond the incredible Power Bowl, which is a powerful daily tool, what else is new and exciting? What's on the cutting edge of gout management?
Yeah.
What groundbreaking insights or evolving strategies should our listeners be aware of that can truly empower them further?
This raises an incredibly important question for anyone navigating gout today. Our understanding of this complex condition is constantly evolving thanks to dedicated research. New studies aren't just giving us more powerful tools, but they're also unequivocally confirming the efficacy of what might seem like straightforward interventions, providing a clearer path forward for patients and caregivers alike.
Okay, like what? What's a big one?
One of the most significant pieces of news, which profoundly reinforces the Power Bowl's foundational ingredient, is the definitive finding that whole grains slash gout risk by 22%.
We touched on this with oats, but this is broader.
Yes, this comes from that revolutionary 2025 research in the Journal of Rheumatology. It confirms integrating just one daily serving of whole grain oats, or even similar options like cold whole grain cereal or oat bran, into your regular diet reduces overall gout risk by that astounding 22%.
Wow.
To understand the magnitude, consider that previous dietary advice often focused heavily on avoiding pure and rich foods.
Right, the restriction list.
Exactly, sometimes leading to restrictive diets that were hard to sustain. This large-scale 12-year study with 47,000 participants represents a true shift. It moves beyond just what to avoid to what to actively include.
That's a much more positive approach.
It is. Researchers specifically found that the beta-glucan fiber in oats acts by binding to uric acid in the digestive tract, enhancing elimination and directly reducing crystal formation. This solidifies oats as the undisputed MVP, the most valuable player in morning gout prevention.
Elevating breakfast to precision medicine.
Exactly. It's a testament to the power of consistent, mindful dietary choices.
That's truly groundbreaking, transforming a common breakfast staple into such a potent preventative measure. It really underscores how seemingly small, consistent dietary changes rooted in robust research can accumulate to have a massive impact.
Absolutely. And building on that theme of empowerment and actively taking control, we have the incredibly impactful Go for 6 campaign. It's demonstrably transforming patient outcomes.
Go for 6. What does that mean?
This proactive clinical movement actively encourages patients, working closely with their healthcare providers, to consistently monitor and maintain their serum uric acid levels below 6 mg/dL.
6 milligrams per deciliter.
Yep.
Okay, that's the target.
That's the target. And new, compelling data compiled from 15 leading rheumatology centers paints a very clear and hopeful picture. Patients who actively monitor and consistently maintain these target levels experience a remarkable 67% fewer emergency room visits for acute gout flares.
67% fewer ER visits.
Huge, right. And more than that, they report a remarkable 54% better overall quality of life scores.
Wow.
That encompasses pain, mobility, general well-being. The rapid advancements in accessible home testing technology have been a true game changer here.
Home testing. Like finger pricks.
Exactly. It empowers individuals to take a much more active and informed role. Patients are overwhelmingly reporting feeling empowered rather than restricted or helpless.
That's fantastic.
6 isn't just a number. It's truly a clinically validated benchmark for achieving profound freedom from gout's debilitating grip, allowing for a significantly improved daily life. It's a proactive partnership between you and your care team.
That's incredibly motivating. Knowing there's a clear, measurable goal that translates directly into dramatically fewer flares, fewer ER visits, and a substantially better quality of life. That must be a huge relief and source of hope.
Absolutely.
And earlier, we really honed in on how autumn weather patterns specifically impact gout. Are there proactive strategies now directly linked to those meteorological insights?
Indeed, this brings us back full circle to seasonal weather patterns and proactive planning. Another layer of empowerment.
Go.
That comprehensive meteorological analysis we mentioned didn't just identify that 35% increase in symptoms due to barometric pressure, it went significantly further.
How so?
Researchers were able to identify specific weather patterns, particular combinations of pressure drops, temperature shifts, humidity changes that reliably precede flare-ups by a predictable 24 to 48 hours.
So you can see it coming, potentially.
Potentially, yes.
Yeah.
This predictability is immensely powerful because it allows for proactive intervention. The study found that patients who received weather-based alerts, maybe through specialized apps or from their care team, and then adjusted their anti-inflammatory protocols accordingly, maybe boosting their Power Bowl ingredients, ensuring extra hydration, doing specific gentle stretches.
Okay.
They experienced a remarkable 42% fewer weather-related flares.
42% fewer flares just by acting on weather alerts.
Yes. Think of Mother Nature as your incredibly effective gout management co-pilot.
Huh. Like that.
This isn't science fiction. It's time to integrate joint health considerations into your daily weather app notifications. Literally taking control by anticipating environmental triggers and strategically preparing your body before a flare even has a chance to fully take hold.
We've all been there, that utterly disheartening moment when you feel that familiar twinge, maybe in your big toe or a subtle ache starts whispering in your ankle, and you just know something is coming.
That sinking feeling.
It really is. It's that feeling as your joints become your personal, often incredibly inconvenient and painfully accurate weather forecasters. I remember one autumn, I had plans for this beautiful hike. The leaves were perfect,
Yeah.
and the air just felt different that morning. Sure enough, by evening, that familiar throbbing had set in. Had to cancel everything. It's a frustrating, often isolating experience when your own body seems to turn against you, dictating your plans, limiting your movement, stealing your joy.
It's a reality many of you live with day in and day out, and it's completely valid to feel frustrated, helpless, or even angry when your body seems to have a mind of its own.
Yeah.
When every shift in atmospheric pressure feels like a personal attack, or when mobility issues from pain make even simple tasks like walking to the mailbox or even just preparing that meal we talked about feel daunting and insurmountable. It's profoundly understandable to feel overwhelmed and disempowered, but and this is the crucial part, this deep dive isn't just about understanding the problem or validating those very real feelings.
Right.
It's about providing concrete, actionable, and yes, delicious solutions.
Yep.
It's about shifting that internal narrative.
How do you mean?
Shifting from feeling restricted and reactive to feeling empowered, proactive, and capable. Instead of merely dreading the next storm or feeling limited by what you can't eat or do, you now possess a delicious, scientifically backed daily ritual, robust batch prep strategies, and broader insights to both prepare and protect yourself.
Taking control.
Exactly. You are transforming from a passive observer of your condition to an active, informed manager, using knowledge and strategic choices to outsmart those seasonal challenges and reclaim your comfort, your mobility, and ultimately your quality of life. Hashtag tag tag outro.
And that wraps up our deep dive into navigating autumn with gout. We truly hope you feel equipped, inspired, and maybe more than a little hungry for that delicious and protective anti-inflammatory autumn Powerball.
I hope so too. Remember, knowledge is most valuable when it's truly understood and actively applied.
Yeah.
Taking these actionable steps, integrating these insights into your daily life, can genuinely and profoundly change your experience. It can offer real relief and a renewed sense of control over your well-being.
Absolutely. If you found this deep dive valuable, please subscribe so you don't miss next week's deep dive. And please share it with anyone in your life who might benefit. Maybe a loved one, a friend, or a caregiver who could use these actionable tips and maybe a little bit of newfound hope.
We're always here, dedicated to helping you turn information into tangible, delicious, and lasting well-being.
Until next time, remember, your body is constantly whispering. By learning to listen, you hold the power to unlock new seasons of health and healing.